What is up, guys? Welcome back to another video. So, I don't post much on this channel, but like actual videos. Like today's an actual video. Today, I'm going to be going over the Extreme Demon Cataclysm. I'll be giving tips and tricks on how you can beat this level. It can be your first Extreme Demon. Honestly, this level is like a great first Extreme Demon. I see a lot of people do Acu, and I think, yeah, I mean, Acu's good, but I feel like Cataclysm's a lot more skill-based, so it's what a lot of people I think should do. And today I'm going to be going over how you can beat this level, a lot of tips and tricks that I've learned since I've beaten this level over 70 times. I know, that's kind of crazy, but that's because it's a really fun level, and yeah. So, let's just get right into this. I'm going to do a practice run of the whole level and show a bunch of different ways that you can do it, and let's just get right into this. Alright, here we go. So, starting it off, we just have the start. Let's get this practice run going. The start, it's very easy. I'm going to slow this down a little bit. So, obviously, the start is really easy. You should know how to do this from the start. Obviously, you click these orbs. This one, be aware for this yellow portal. It's fake, obviously. There's a blind jump here. These orbs, you'll get very used to them. But, starting off, we have the first coin. So, to get the first coin, you have to do this click with the blue orb. You can't buffer it, because you do that. But, if you click a little late, you get the coin. No, I can't even get the coin, bro. What am I doing? So, that's the coin. And basically, I see a lot of people not get the coin. I understand that, to be honest. Going down here, you avoid the coin, and it is a lot easier. But if you do want to get that coin, I don't know why the coin's not showing, but obviously, I would see how a lot of people would want to get the coin. This is probably the hardest one out of the 3 coins. It's the only one that's harder than the main way. But anyway, that's really up to you. I'm not going to spend too much time on it. But now we get to the wave. We're already at the hardest part of the level, guys. So, this level is very start half carried, and this wave part I'm going to be spending a lot of time on. To be honest, I'm going to go quite slow with this, but you go, so here's my click pattern for it. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, release, 1, 2, and then these clicks will be a separate story. So, obviously, when you're going through here, it's very tight, so it's very, very needed to have a click pattern. What I see some people do a lot is do one click here, so they go like 1, and then they go up. This is really hard. I don't get how people do that. It's like really, I just don't get this. Yeah, do 2 clicks here. It just makes a lot more sense. It's way easier. But these clicks, these are, dude, these are so annoying. They get consistent though. So 1, 2, I mean, I don't really think you need a click pattern here. Until you get here. So, here, you want to get... This one might seem like really hard, like that, but there's a very easy way to do it. It makes it very consistent. You want to go up, but you want to release right when you get in the portal. And then, you have a lot... If you release right when you get in the portal, you have a lot more time to, like, see this gap. Because if you, like, release, like, all the way up to, like, here, you're not going to get it. So, this click... Like, it's definitely really hard. I know a lot of people will struggle with this. You'll die here like a quadrillion times, but trust me, it's not as bad as you may think. I'm gonna speed up my game a little bit. And then this click, and then after this, you're basically done with the wave. What I see some people do, though, is go, like, really high into this portal. And there's, like, a bug where you can just go up and then you die. Yeah. So, this is what happens to a lot of people. So, don't go first frame. You want to wait a little bit longer than you think. This part's really easy, so you shouldn't have trouble with this. Just do 1, 2, and then here, I would honestly recommend, you have 2 ways to do this. So, you can go 1, do 1 click, and then you go right here, or you can do 2 clicks. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. Basically, this pink orb's gonna be different every time you hit it. But try to hit it, like, not first frame. Because sometimes what can happen is, like, you can hit it too early, and then you're not going to land on this platform. Like, let me show my hitboxes. So right here, you want to land on this block, obviously. And then the ship comes really consistent, trust me. It's probably the most consistent part of the level. So here, you want to go 1, 2. Alright, this part, it's really, honestly, not that hard when you just do 1, 2. You might be like, oh, when do I do the second click? So just do 1. You become mini, and then you go up, like, right after. So you want to go 1, 2, 3. It's actually really consistent. 1, 2, 3. And then here, you want to do one click in between these. I feel like I'm going into the in-depth, but trust me, this part of the level is way harder than the rest, so I want to go as in-depth as I can. So right here, when you hit this yellow orb, just go down. You're going to flip gravity here, and then you just want to straight fly up. It's really intuitive. Like, it's really not that hard. I mean, I know you can struggle with this. I beat this on mobile. I beat this so many times. I know, it's really hard. But this ship part becomes really consistent, and you really, honestly, shouldn't have much trouble with it. So, this next wave, it's honestly really easy. I'm not going to go much in depth about this. Alright, so I just go in between these. You can see where you go. So you can see, like, the barriers. That's my click pattern for it. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. This ball part is honestly really hard. To be honest, it slows down and it gets pretty hard. There's a lot of speed portals. So the start, honestly, really easy. I see some people do some weird stuff in this ball part. Like, you can do that. Like, what is that? Don't do that. So anyway, you want to just go up here, click this portal. There's a lot of fake orbs. A lot of these blue orbs you won't hit. It's honestly really intuitive. Like, I'll do it in full speed. Like, it flows really nice. Anyway, this next part is really hard, but there is a way to get consistent at it. So the speed portals, there's two ways to really do it. You can sight read it like crazy. If you're more of an advanced player, I would recommend just literally sight reading it. But that's not what most people are doing. So once you get to this first click, by the way, these ones aren't that bad. It's just once the speed portals come in, it's kind of hard. You want to click right after this, like, the very tip of this arrow. Speed portal, what am I saying? You want to click. Click right where the checkpoint is. And then you do the same thing with this click, except you want to go, like, in the middle. Like, alright. So for this slow portal, you want to go on this diagonal angle right here. That's when you want to click. To be honest, I'm going really in-depth about it, but the reason I'm doing that is because it's going to become really consistent. You're going to, like, do it a lot, and you're going to be like, yeah, this is actually really consistent, and it's going to feel great. Be careful here, because there's this slope. I've always died to this. There's this slope right here. For some reason, you sometimes hit this and die. I don't get it. I really don't get why it happens. And I can't recreate it, bro. Come on. I want to show you guys, but just wait a second, and then go. This part's the most consistent. But the pink orb, this pink orb is something that's, like, the only hard part. 1, 2, and to not die here, you gotta click, you basically just gotta click this, like, really early. Don't click it first frame, just do that. 1, 2, 1, 2. These, I see a lot of people struggle with. 1, 2, 1, 2. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. Alright, you've made it. This part is the part that I would say a lot of people struggle with the most. Well, my computer crashed, but I'm back. So, this is what some people think is the hardest part of Cataclysm. Some people will die to the wave and then just get past this every attempt. Some people will literally get past the wave every attempt and then always die to this. It just depends what you're good at. But there are two main ways that you could do this part. There's another way that I would not recommend doing, but I will explain it. So anyway, the way I do this is first off, you want to bob, like, you want to do a bobbing strike. That's what I call it, because your ship, you're only going to do 2 clicks, so your ship's just going to be doing, like, in this first one, you only want to click for these 2 big spikes. So you want to do this. 1, 2. It's honestly really easy to line yourself up for it. I really don't have to go that much into detail, because there are a few more ways you can do this. And then, for this second one, it's basically the same thing. You do 3 clicks here, because you have to bob your ship here, and then you gotta bob your ship here, and then you gotta, like, exit the portal. So, this is what it looks like in slow speed. Obviously, I'll show you in normal speed, but... And then these portals are pretty easy. I'll get into those in a second. So, the second way you can do this is like this. So, you wanna go 1, 2, 3. If you're doing the strategy, that is. And the clicks are more compacted, but it does keep, like, a straighter ship. And then for this bottom one, you would do 3 again. So it would be like 1, 2, 3. I know it kind of seems easy because I'm in speed hack, but it's really not. So we turn off speed hack. It's literally, that's the first way. And that's the second way. The third way is where you just literally straight fly the hell out of it. This strategy would be good for someone who've just beat Bloodbath and they're going for Cataclysm. If you literally just straight fly the whole way, it should not be an issue. That is if you're advanced. Don't do this if this is your first Extreme Demon, bro. One thing I always say is to drop down into this portal. One thing you can do is if you're doing any of these strats, you can hold and then go up. I would not recommend doing that. It is possible, though. You can, like, kind of do it. And I don't really get why you would do that. These orbs, you literally just click the first frame. And then you just hold here. So, yeah, that ship is really hard. A lot of people say it's the hardest part. To be honest, I don't think it's the hardest part. I think the first wave is definitely harder. But now we get a break. I'm not going to be explaining these next few parts that much. So, this cube is pretty hard. I died to 44 a few times. But you basically just want to click here. And there are two ways to hit this yellow orb. So, when you click this, you can't buffer. So you just hold. And then when you click it, if you click it late, then you have the option to just hold and keep on going. Now, this isn't always the case, because if you click it, like, kind of early. So, something like that can happen. Where when you click it early, you just die to the spike. It doesn't always happen, but it just happened there. That's why I recommend, when you do this jump, you always just land on the ground and then hit this yellow orb. Like, to be honest, it is way easier. It just makes it so much better and stuff. This blue orb is something I see people get messed up on so much. So if you click this pink orb, like, early, this next click should not be hard. You just gotta, like, wait a little bit. Obviously, you can die to the spike, and it is kind of hard. But you just gotta get used to it. It's one of those things you gotta. You can't really buffer it. Yeah, you can't buffer it, so you gotta go a little late. And then here there are a few blind jumps, and you can't buffer these because there's big orbs. So you just click this blue orb, hit that. I get a lot of people tripped up on this pink orb because there is, like, some weird thing that can happen here. But anyway, you basically just hit these orbs. You don't need to land on this block over here. Again, this part has a lot of flexibility, so I don't really think you need to care about it. This here, though, a lot of people will hit these orbs. Don't hit them. I mean, you can if you want to. It makes you feel more secure, do it. But just go down here, bro. You can mess it up, but you have to click pretty early to do that. Like, no one's really doing that. Everyone's clicking late. You go down here. This part's really intuitive. Just hit the orbs. Everything. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. This next part is really intuitive. So, I'm going to be going over this pretty fast. There's not much you need to worry about here. It's a little blind, but it's not that hard, bro. There is one thing I'm going to say, though. Almost everyone who beats Cataclysm hits this orb. So they go down here, they hit this orb, they go up here, and they go down. That's just, don't do that. Just click it late, and then you don't even have to hit this orb. Just forget this orb even exists. I don't know why people hit this orb, but it's so much harder. So these orbs, I actually did mess these up a lot when I was going for Cataclysm. You literally just gotta click them, bro. I don't know why I messed these up so bad, but this yellow orb, I don't know why, it just felt so much harder. There is one thing I've noticed, though. Some people click go down here. Don't go down here. Why do people do that? Like, bro, what world? Why would you go down here? These clicks are pretty easy. They're literally just skill-based. I honestly don't know how to explain some of these. This ship part, just do 2 clicks. There's some memory here, just go through that. Honestly, some of these parts, you just watch me do it, and it should be fine. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. This next part, though, there are 2 ways to do it. The first way, I'm just going to get over really fast. You just got to straight fly. If you just straight fly through this, you'll be perfectly good. But some people have problems with that. To be honest, there is a click pattern for this. So, if you go 1, 2 in the first one, and then 1, 2, 3 in the second one, it works almost every time. Obviously, it can mess you up, but very rarely. 1, 2, 1, 1, 2, 3. You just do 1 click in between the 2 clubs monsters. This next part, it's honestly not hard at all. You just gotta get in a rhythm of either straight flying and then going up, or just literally doing 1 click. It's really easy. So remember that first coin. Well, there hasn't been another one for a while, but here is where the second coin is. So it's go for the second coin. Alright. Honestly, I don't even want to make this optional. If you don't go for the second coin, what are you doing, bro? You're telling me some people actually do this. Like, that is just so absurd. That is just so absurd. Just go up through here. That's where the coin is. You'll get a coin. I don't know why I'm not getting the coin, but... This... Okay. Some people think this is the hardest part of the level. I disagree. But this club set monster at 71, this is just hell, bro. Obviously, you go for the coin. You can obviously... When you go for the coin, you line yourself up a little bit. So you just go in. And then you could just... Honestly, do this in like 2 clicks. 1, 2, 3. But do I recommend doing 3 clicks? I mean, it works. What I do sometimes is I don't straight fly. When you just straight fly through it, it just... The duels, their physics are just so weird, dude. Don't do that. Here's what I do. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And it works a lot. Alright, let me not get ahead of myself there. So the reason I say 5 clicks is because... Like, you need to line yourself up, and if you just do 3 clicks, it's slow speed, and it's very hard to, like, maneuver your clicks. Especially in the duel, you have different ship physics. I feel like with the duel, you want to keep your ships, like, slightly wobbly, but not too wobbly. So, 1, 2, 3, I mean, you can do that, but I recommend 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So this next part, you really have 2 options. Do you want to go up, or do you want to go down with your normal ship? It's the same difficulty. It really doesn't matter much. You have to go in the middle of the portal anyway. Anyway, so you have to go in the portal anyway. It doesn't really matter. I would honestly recommend going down. 73 and 74, this dual thing, it's really not that hard. Up, and then 1, 2. 2 clicks. And this is what this part looks like in full speed. You can obviously just go up if you're not doing this as a new hardest, just go up and straight fly. That's what you do for a lot of these ship sections if you're like really advanced, but there's obviously a lot of different ways you can do it. Yeah, this music's really good. This wave part's honestly so easy. 2 clicks here. 1, 2, 3. Those are the 2 things I have to say. It's literally the easiest part of the level, bro. Alright. And with that being said, you did it. You beat Cataclysm. Whoa! Okay. I gotta explain this, because I know someone who messed this up. I died at 86 on Cataclysm because I was really being dumb. I was not thinking, and I buffered the orb. This is where the 3rd coin is. And there's 2 main ways to get the coin. There's one way that doesn't involve the coin at all. Go for the coin, and you want to just click 3 orbs here. 1, 2, 3. Click them very late. Works every time. But I think that, to be honest, you shouldn't do the 3 orbs. Don't do that. Do this. Buffer, and then just 1, 2. The reason I say to do that is because what you can do is you can click this too late. And then you die. So, instead, I honestly would recommend just doing 1, 2, 1, 2. It's really easy. And don't mess this last part up, because it's literally just 1, 2, 1, 2, 3. Yeah, let's do it again. That's it. You beat Cataclysm. So, that's my practice run to Cataclysm. Wow. That was a lot of attempts I spent talking about it, but my game crashed, so it's a lot more than whatever that is. So yeah, guys, that's Cataclysm. To be honest, Cataclysm is a great level to do as your first Extreme Demon. It's pretty easy. There's a lot. It's very unbalanced, which I know a lot of people may not like, but there's a lot of easy parts, I mean. I see a lot of Extreme Demons being really balanced, and that's cool. Q is a great level. I haven't really played it since I beat it. There's definitely some tips and tricks videos on that level, but I don't really need to talk about that here, because that's how you're going to beat Cataclysm. If you want me to do one on, like, Bloodbath, or Sakabin Hell, or even Yatagarasu, I would be open to do that in the future. But yeah, guys, just stay tuned, bro, because I'll be making more of these videos if you guys want me to. But yeah, that's going to wrap up this video. I hope y'all enjoyed, and subscribe.